John Deaton's calling for $8 XRP this year and overtaking ETH. The U.S. Marshals might be dumping their BTC. Uh-oh. Tether's making billions.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Who's the hottest crypto in the last 60 days in the top 20? Well, keep watching. You're going to find out. But before we get into the news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it beginning of the next video. Did a story about using your crypto as a collateral, specifically XRP. Listen to this. Wolf LS says, people put their houses up for collateral every day via home equity loans. Lending crypto is okay, just don't go over 50%. Then it can withstand a downturn without losing it. Would you use your crypto for collateral? I love hearing it, and I love the utility. Sonny says 9 inches of heat. Turns out they're only packing 4. That's hilarious. For real. What has China been honest about? Every time they come out with something, it's always like overestimating and under-delivering. Greg Perkins says, good day from Australia. Klaus, that's my shitty Australian accent. Great content. You should be at 100,000 subs. I'm not at 100,000 subs. In fact, 500,000 of you last month watched and were not subscribed. So maybe I just have to work harder to earn your subs. Bitcoin sitting at 101,495. ETH is 3163. That's right. Deaton's calling for XRP to pass ETH and hit $8 this year. How? Well, we're going to talk about it. XRP sitting at 292, HBAR 29 cents, SOL at 217, and XLM at 39.8. Tether made a chin mini. How much money did they make? 13.7 billion in profit in 2024 with a global user base of 400 million. All right. Any of those channels out there that you watch that says, oh, Tether's going to collapse? No, they're not going to collapse. It's just people ripping on Tether because they're the big dog in the stablecoin market. But for real, Paulo Ordonio is just knocking it out of the park this year. And we've seen, though, they're even making profits even though they're getting delisted in the Eurozone. And Tether even said, hey, guess what? Well, then just launch a MiCA-compliant stablecoin. But this opens the doors for other players like Ripple to get in on this action and take advantage of the change. How do you feel about USDT? I know a lot of you out there don't like it, but remember, I got to put you the news with it's good, bad, happy, or sad. And want to hear something that's happy and sad at the same time? Well, it depends. If you're a BTC maxi, this is sad. If you're not, it's kind of happy. U.S. Marshals miss Senator Lumens' deadline to provide answers on their BTC stash. Oh my, the U.S. Marshals are like, go yourself home, girl. Her letter sent over 2 weeks ago laid out direct questions like, how many Bitcoins do you have? What's the plan for them? And have previous Bitcoin sales been evaluated for effectiveness? But so far, it's been silenced. The Marshals haven't responded publicly through a Bloomberg report that claims they're planning on a private briefing for Cynthia and her team in the coming weeks. What does that tell you about their respect towards her? They don't have much. Now, I kind of am a little upset with that because, hey, if you got a government directive, I get what I'm saying. But at the same time, they're like, well, you know, U.S. Marshals, let's just sell it. There's a massive stash of BTC seized in criminal investigations. Digital look at that auctioned off just like confiscating cars and houses. The Marshals handle it all. And as of September, the agency has 7.6 billion in seized assets. Whoa. Senator Lumens' letter zoomed in on a specific treasure trove of 69,000 Bitcoins. Nice. Seized from Silk Road, the now defunct dark web marketplace. I just worked out super hard and fried myself, so I'm having trouble a little bit talking, so I apologize about that. Of particular concern are current plans to sell an additional 69,000 BTC, which appears to be proceeding despite Trump's 2024 announcement regarding the establishment of a national BTC stockpile, which would entail keeping all 100% of the BTC that U.S. government holds or acquires. So first we find out the European Central Bank wants nothing to do with BTC as a strategic reserve. And then we find out that the Marshals are defying the president's order of a potential stockpile and reserve. Lumens wants answers. She's not getting it, and they may sell it for some juicy profits. Speaking of juicy profits, Deaton says, hey, XRP is going to get to $8 and flip ETH. Whoa. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the reason he thinks it's going to happen is one of the reasons why I think it's going to be one of XRP's biggest pumperonis for this year. Edward asked the lawyer for his thoughts on the SEC's approval of the XRP ETFs. Deaton responded confidently, affirming that these products would receive the SEC's green light. He supported his view by referencing the success of the BTC spot ETFs. Specifically, Deaton highlighted the influence of Wall Street's profit-driven motives, noting how BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin ETF has become the most successful in history. It attracted more funds in 1 year than gold did over a decade or over 20 years. According to Deaton, this massive success will prompt Wall Street to replicate the model. And the reason they would like to use XRP is because of what? The juicy volume. In this context, Deaton pointed out that XRP is now the third largest crypto asset, and there's a real good chance that it flips Ethereum. He expressed his belief that XRP could overtake Ethereum at around a price of $8. Holy crap. Essentially, would have to get about $8.74 to meet where ETH's price is right now. Okay, so in the top 20, who is the most green crypto of all of them? I'll give you 3 seconds. Okay, fuck 3 seconds. You want to hear it? Well, here it is. It's XRP up 21% in the last 60 days. You could start seeing some big time red showing up. Avalanche down 32% in the last 60 days. Stellar down 20%. Toncoin down 27. Shiba Inu down 33. DOT down 35. So there's a lot of big players out there that are down over the last 60-day mark. And remember, we're trying to figure out how much room the alts have left in this market, and especially when it comes to SEC regs, ETFs, and so forth. Now, we talked earlier about, hey, what's going to happen this weekend? Well, what's happening is exactly what I told you. We're getting a little bit of price softness along with volume softness. Maybe the market needs a little bit of blue pill, maybe some Cialis. Maybe you need to be ready all the time and not just walk around with a big tent pitching. Oh, and by the way, someone requested that I say the word jumblies. I have no problem saying the word jumblies, and I love jumblies. Now, we want jumblies for XRP, right? We're going to have to chew through this shit sandwich, which is this weekend. We're going to have to chew through the crappy news of the tariffs and all that kind of stuff, which is having the effect on the market. We also had to go through the whole DeepSeek thing, and we're going to have to go through reverberations next week when the traditional finance markets open up on Monday and start digesting the Trump tariff news. I watched the press conference, by the way, and I watched it yesterday. Wow. That is definitely going to rock the global market. So I'm going to be very curious to see what happens on Monday and Tuesday, specifically globally with traditional finance markets. Now, in terms of XRP price, hey, a lot of you out there have been commenting, bro, I don't mind a little bit of softness in price. It's given me an opportunity to buy XRP at a discount. Now, zooming out for the 1 month, check this out. We're still well up in the green. And we floated around 250 for a while, right? You worried? No, because once we got more good news, we went from what, everyone? We went from that 250 mark all the way above 3. So this is totally normal. I'm not worried about this at all. In fact, look at the move right here, right? Look at that move when we hit that 271, right? We pushed all the way down to sub 2. People were freaking out. And then look, we pumped up again. You push down, you pump up again. We've got way more good news right now than we do negative news in the market. So don't worry about those BTC maxis in the comments saying that, oh, XRP is going to go belly up by March, or, oh, XRP. No. That's just the BTC maxis pooping themselves because the European Central Bank says they want nothing to do with BTC as a strategic reserve, which is very interesting because they are very, very against it, which opens the door for what, everyone? Opens the door for the alts. One of the things that BTC has against it, they don't know who created it. So would you really want to invest a crap ton of money into something who you might be pumping up the bags of your enemy? That doesn't sound like a good plan. But for XRP holders, the plan right now is looking forward. Why? Well, because we got more good news than bad coming in the next couple weeks, months, quarters, and probably years. Now, in terms of Deaton's optimistic price outlook, I got to be honest with you, the ETFs can be a really, really big thing for the markets. In fact, 2 ETFs alone are expected to bring 8 billion in inflows. Now, there's 5 total ETFs that have been applied for XRP. And what do we need? We need the SEC's green light to make it happen. We also need the case to go away, and we also need some regs. With that crypto executive order and all the different dates, we're going to be getting that here really soon. Now, I'm going to give everyone a little bit of caution. The United States government is slow AF. If the United States government was in a race, I would be lapping it in the first mile. For real. It's that bad. But we're seeing some changes with the government, and we're definitely seeing changes with the crypto market. as XRP now is not only the best performer as of recent, but as of the last 60 days and up over 500% in the last 90. So what does this tell you? It tells you that the market is hot on altcoins and is waiting for the regs. Now, that keyword I just said was waiting. And what happens when you wait? Enthusiasm usually falters just a little bit, right? And that's okay. Think about me and my training, right? I don't just like go balls out every day, every day, every day. No, every once in a while, I need to take a deload week, breathe a little bit, let the muscles heal, right? Let my lungs heal, and then we ramp back up again. The same thing happens with money, and the same thing happens with markets, especially when it comes to the tariff talk. That tariff talk sent a rattle around the world, and we need to see how other countries are going to digest this news. Does it mean that we're going to have all this negative price action? No, not necessarily. But it means until we get word on what's going to happen, we are probably going to have some market softness, along with what? Softness in volume. So there you go. Hopefully I earned your sub right there. And hey, if you don't feel like I earned a sub, maybe give me a thumbs up. Or hey, if you don't like me and you're maxi and you know, BTC maxi and you hate me, give me a naughty comment. It helps the algorithms and sends this video to 7 new viewers. So haters and maxis keep on commenting. Supporters keep on commenting because you know I want to share that juicy action. And of course, what everyone? Choo choo, bitches.